guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Veranda and this is my little girl Isabel. So this is actually our first hair video that is going to be going up. This is actually the second video I've recorded, but I mistakenly deleted all of the data from the first video we recorded, which I was kind of mad about, but it's fine. We are going to call that our practice round, and this is going to be our first time uploading a video here on YouTube. So I am just a regular stay-at-home mom, and I like to do my daughter's hair, and I noticed that a lot of times I get a lot of questions from people about how I do her hair, how does she sit still. I've been doing her hair since she was probably like 2 or 3 months old. As soon as I could get it in a little ponytail, I started doing her hair. So she's used to it, so she typically will just sit here. And usually what I do, at times I'm able to, come up with my own hairstyles and do things, but most of the time, I'm sure like most moms out there, when I need inspiration for hair, I will just Google little girl hairstyles or toddler hairstyles or, stuff like that. And usually what happens is I will just find a picture, I like the picture, and then I try to recreate it. So that is what this channel is. I will be attempting to recreate hairstyles based off of Google searches. And some of them might come out really nice and then others might not. So it just depends. So I do have a box here full of little hairstyles that I have that I like. A few of them I have already done, and then others I haven't. So I am planning on going through this entire box of little hairstyles, and I will be doing here on this channel. And the one that I chose for today is gonna be this one right here. So it is this cute little pony style. It has some braids in there and then some rubber bands. So that is what we're planning on doing for today. It should be pretty easy. So usually what I do is I will hand my daughter the box and be like, okay, which one do you like? And she'll pick out a hairstyle, but I kind of wanted to pick something out for today since it's our first video. So we are gonna go ahead and get started and do Isa's hair for today. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna start by detangling her hair and just brushing it out because she has fresh bed head. She slept in her hair, took a bath last night and slept with wet hair, so her hair is a little bit more tangled. But I just have a spray bottle here and I put a little bit of hair conditioner with water, and this is what I use as my detangling spray for her. You can go out and buy like a actual detangling spray that they make them. There's all the different types, but this is just what I like doing. Works best for me, and then when I run out, I can just whip up a batch really quick. Alright, so the first thing I am going to do, based off of the picture, is I am just going to do that center part right straight down her hair. I'm just going to use her nose as a guide. Go straight back.
Hold me close till I get up.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and now the next thing I am going to do, it looks like the hair is parted along the side, so I'm going to take a part here from the top all the way down to the sides of her ears on both sides.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.
So we have one part here on this side. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highway.
Okay, so now I have a part on that side and on this side, and I am just going to take the rest of the hair back and put a ponytail just to keep it out of my way while I am doing the rest of the hairstyle.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Okay, let it go. Alright, so we have this part and this part, and now what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna take a little alligator clip and I'm gonna clip one side out of the way, and then I'll work on this side while this side is clipped away. Just clip that away, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna start working on this side of her hair. What I'm gonna do, looking at the picture, it looks like they have a little triangle section right here going straight back, so that is what I'm gonna try and mimic. I'm just gonna look back and forth at the picture and try and get, and what I'm gonna be focusing on is more, not really like this side of the hair where the rubber bands are, but just more on getting that triangular shape. And then this part, I don't think it really matters. It's gonna look different. Every hair, this is a thing that I realized just being a mom and trying to recreate these hairstyles, is that every hairstyle is gonna look different based off of your kid. So some kids have thicker hair, others have thinner hair, we have shorter hair, longer hair. The different hairlines and everything will determine how your kid's hair is gonna look. So I'm never like too strict on myself if it turns out like not completely the same as the picture, but it typically will look decent either way. So I'm gonna take, and it looks like I have a little bit of hair in the front, so I'm gonna start about right here on her head and then just kind of take, I'm gonna hold the hair tight so I can kind of see what I'm doing, and then take the comb straight back and get a section and see if I like it or not. So I like to kind of comb it and check to see if it's pretty straight. And our braid is going to be coming along this line right here, so I want to make sure that is nice and straight. I like to use water to make sure it helps me to keep the line good. So I think that looks pretty good. Good enough for me. So I am just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clip this section out of the way for now. And I'm gonna work on this right here. I'm gonna keep my hair nice and wet. And whenever I'm doing like wet hairstyles, I like to use this as my gel. I've used regular gels before, but I find that they, on my daughter's hair, they tend to flake off and just, they don't look very good. This one doesn't do that, and this is actually for natural hair, curly hair, and it is the Cantu Moisture Twist and Lock Gel, and this is just what I like to use on her hair. And then typically if I'm doing like dry styles and I'm doing like a dry braid, then I like to use the Sexy Hair Play Dirty wax spray. So we're gonna get some little rubber bands. What I'm gonna do now is just take sections, and we're gonna be doing this part right here. So I'm gonna take little sections and just get them and tie them down with a hair elastic. So I'm gonna start right here, and they're kind of going up like angled toward the line, like straight this way, not like up this way, if that makes sense. So kind of coming straight back toward this line right here that we have created. So I'm gonna take little sections like this, kind of going all the way down her head. And I feel like the hardest thing with this part right here is going to be getting all of her little hairs to stay in place, because she has a lot of little baby hairs around the edge of her face. so it's gonna be a little difficult, but I'm gonna alternate between light pink and dark pink elastics in her hair.
No rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create.
You also want to be careful that you're not tying the rubber bands too tight. I've done that a couple of times where I tie her rubber bands too tight and then she complains that her head hurts. And most of the time I don't, but I get a lot of comments where people are like, oh, that must hurt because it looks super tight. But if you like get the hair smooth as you can, the cleaner it's gonna look, and sometimes it makes it look like it's super tight even though it really isn't. So just add more gel every time. And this hair gel isn't like a super strong hold, which I like.
Create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go.
Maybe it looks like about 2 more should do the trick.
On we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
All right, we have our last one little section on this side. Okay. That is all done, and now what I'm going to do is this part right here with the braid. So what I'm gonna do is add some gel, mainly on this side right here. And what we're gonna be doing is a Dutch braid. So some people call it the inside out braid, where the braid is kind of on top. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And there are a lot of videos out there. If you need to find a video on how to do one of these braids, you can just YouTube them. There are plenty of videos. I am planning on doing a video on how I braid here in the near future, because I feel like the way that I do it and the way I do my fingers is a little unique. I've never seen anybody else do it the way I do it, and I feel like it's the easiest way to do it for me. Just to kind of give you a little idea, I just took a little section right here at the top of her head. So I just have this little section, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it in 3 just like you would a regular braid. And when you're doing a Dutch braid, you're bringing the hair under. So I bring it under, 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 and then I'm gonna add hair, and I'm only gonna be taking hair from one side of the braid, and that's gonna keep it tight to the line that you're wanting it to. If you're pulling from both sides, then it's gonna pull it toward like the middle of this triangle. So if I was pulling hair from both sides, it would go straight down the middle, but since I'm only pulling hair from one side, now it's gonna follow the line here on the bottom. So I'm gonna add hair about every 2 stitches. So we have 1 stitch, 2 stitch, and then I'll put hair in. And again, 1 stitch, 2 stitch, put in some more hair. And I'm just gonna keep doing that all the way to the end. Okay, so I am just gonna, put your head up, Mama. I am just gonna continue this braid down a little bit and then put a temporary elastic in it because I am gonna put it all in a pony and take this elastic out.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.
Alright, so we have this side complete. And now I am just gonna go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other side. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, doing the other side is so stressful. Like, especially when it's like a mirrored thing, it always stresses me out because I'm like, man, I really need to make sure this side looks exactly the same as the other side. So I don't know if you other mamas are like that, but for me, it's always the second side that is really stressful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side, and then we will go ahead and finish off this look.
Abrázame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda. Seguimos siempre la pasión y confiamos solo en el amor. Yeah. No quiero perder lo que queda.
Alright guys, now I am gonna take this little ponytail out and I am gonna go ahead and split her hair down the middle and then do 2 ponies on the side. Okay, so I got the line down the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now I am just gonna tie her hair up in 2 ponies. Okay, go ahead. So I am also gonna add these pieces of hair to the ponytail. Alright guys, so I just put 2 little ponies in her hair and now I am pretty much done. I just need to pick a bow. So I'm gonna put these little bows in her hair. So one right there, one right here. Just like that. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and curl her hair here on the ends, or actually, no, I think what I'm gonna do with her ends, I'm gonna go ahead and braid them and then add an elastic on the ends. I think that will look pretty cute. So let's go ahead and do that right now.
Encontrando vida en el camino, melodías que no hemos tocado, y yo no quiero descansar. Resuenan por la pared, creando una.
Alright guys, well, we are all done with this hairstyle. So it turned out really cute, and let me go ahead, Mama, sit back. Okay, look straight, don't move. And I am just gonna do a quick spin. Show you guys what it looks like all the way around. Whoop. Alright guys, well, this is our hairstyle for today. We hope you like this video. We are planning on uploading once a week, so every week on Saturdays we should have a new video going up. Like I said, this is our first video. We're really excited for our channel. We do have a vlog channel if you want to check that out. We will leave a link in the description. So yeah, Mama, do you like your hair? It's really pretty. Alright guys, well, we hope you liked the video. If you would, please give us a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos, we would like for you to subscribe to our channel. And we will see you in our next video. Bye! Say bye, Mama.
Bye.
Bye!